Hi there, Stan, the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states. The retirement income gap, Stan, the Annuity Man. What's the real deal about the retirement income gap? I keep reading this. I keep seeing these titles. What does all of that mean? How does it apply to me, Stan, the Annuity Man, and how do annuities fit into that retirement income gap? We're going to get to all of that after this. So people are always sending me these articles, average retirement income. What's the average needed retirement income? What's the average income that I should have at retirement? And all these, I don't know who's writing this, who's getting paid to write this garbage. Because I'm going to tell you, none of that matters. I mean, none of that matters. Who cares what the median or average or who cares? It's all about you. It's customizable. When we talk about retirement income gaps, we're looking at it from a couple of angles. Do you need income to start now, and you want to plan for that contractually? Or do you need income to start later, down the road? Do you need to plan for that contractually, know what that income amount's going to be? Income now and income later, visual, goes into the income floor. What's the income floor? The income floor is that amount of money that's going to hit your bank account every single month, regardless of who's in office, regardless of who's controlling Congress, regardless of who does anything. Who cares? It's the money that's going to hit your bank account every single month. That's the income floor. That's the retirement gap. That's what really matters. And the bottom line is it's customizable to your situation. So if you have you know what you need to pay the bills every single month, and going into chapter 2 of your life, which is that lifestyle that you need to enjoy and live it to the fullest, period, you know what that amount of money should be. So let's back out of it. Okay, you have Social Security. How much is that? You have a pension if you're so fortunate. How much is that? You have dividend income. How much is that? You have a side hustle. How much is that? You have other money come in. How much is that? Rental income, whatever. What is that income floor for you? Let's just say, Stan, I need $6,000 a month for me and the wife to live the life that we want to live, period. Not including inflation. We'll talk about that in a second. So let's just say we added all that up, and that's $4,200 you have already covered out of the $6,000 that you need. So how do annuities fit? Well, with my calculators on my site at theannuityman.com, you can run a reverse engineer quote. Under this specific situation, you need $6,000. You have $4,200 in place. You need $1,800 to make up for that. So you can run the calculators, whether you need immediate income right now, you might run an immediate annuity quote, or income down the road, income rider and deferred income annuity, put in that $1,800 and have all the companies bid on that to see who will require the least amount of money to contractually guarantee that $1,800. That's where annuities fit. And I always tell people, use the least amount of money needed for annuities to solve the contractual problem. And the annuity gods say, don't say that again, Stan, we want it all. No. You use as little amount of money as possible to make up for that income floor, that retirement gap that everyone's talking about. That's the retirement gap, period. Now, Social Security was never put on the planet as the sole source of lifetime income. We all know that. Nod your head. Okay? It is the best inflation annuity on the planet because it does increase, period. At the time of this taping, next year, you're going to see a pretty good increase on your Social Security payments. But let's talk about inflation, because when we talk about retirement gap, at the current time of this taping, it's inflation. Is inflation transitory? Who cares? Transitory, schmandatory. It's about you. And when I say that, inflation is about your specific situation. Give you an example. Stan the Annuity Man. I have 2 lovely daughters, but they're out of the house. So I'm not buying the diapers and the baby food and the milk and all that stuff. We're not picking them up at dance every night and spending all that money on gas. So to me, it affects me differently than it might affect you out there. Okay? So you have to figure out inflation. Same thing though, that same scenario where you need $6,000 a month. Let's just say 2 years from now, inflation has driven up that number to be $6,500. So now, Stan the Annuity Man, I need an additional $500 for that retirement income gap, that retirement gap of income that's needed. How do I go about doing that? You're right. You yelled it out. I heard you. Nice. You go to my site, theannuityman.com. You run a reverse engineer quote to solve for $500, and you fill in that gap for inflation. That's it. I mean, people are making this too difficult. When I first got into the annuity business, I could not believe how difficult everyone was making it. These are contracts. You buy them for the contractual guarantees. You shop all carriers for the highest contractual guarantee. You own an annuity for what it will do, not what it might do. You never, ever, ever base a decision on a hypothetical, theoretical, back-tested, unicorn chasing a butterfly scenario that some agent says, this is why you should buy it, because of that. No, you buy it for worst-case scenario. You buy it for the contractual guarantees. Annuities are commodities. You shop all carriers for the highest contractual guarantee. So going back to all these articles about retirement income gaps, they all should have a link to my site, to the reverse engineer quote, so you can run that reverse engineer quote to solve for your specific number that you need. I don't care about everyone else. I care about your number. You should care about your number. Stop reading all that garbage. Go back into your specific situation and say, this is what it's going to take for us to live that life. And what COVID's done one thing for all of us. It's reminded all of us in a very harsh way how fragile life is, and that you need to maximize it now. You need to live for the day now. You need to enjoy yourself now. You need to appreciate everything now. You need to make sure that you're taking those trips and doing those things on your bucket list before the cognitive decline that will happen to one out of one of us. You need retirement income insurance. You need income insurance. You have fire insurance and car insurance and home insurance and flood insurance. Do you have income insurance? Do you have inflation insurance? And what's inflation insurance? Inflation insurance is being able to reverse engineer a quote to solve for that inflation that you need if it affects you specifically. But just because some talking head on a television program says inflation is transitory and inflation is going to affect, and inflation's at Christmas, inflation on turkeys and Thanksgiving, who cares? It's about you. It's about you, and it's about the income floor that you need, period, for your life, for your spouse's life, for your family's life, period. Hey, one more thing. Remember this. When you're talking about buying lifetime income insurance, retirement lifetime income insurance, yes, that's a real thing, period. It should be. I'm out here pounding the table. Do you have lifetime income insurance? It all is about life expectancy, your mortality credits, mortality risk, mortality pooling, the risk pooling. It's all about that. And right now, those are at bargain prices for you, meaning they're in your favor. Eventually, life expectancy tables after COVID are going to increase, which means the payments are going to be longer, which means that they're going to be lower because they're stretching out your life expectancy. So buying lifetime income insurance right now, buying a lifetime income annuity is a good thing, and we can structure it so that it pays for your life, your spouse's life, and when both of you die, whatever money's left in the account goes to the beneficiaries, and the evil annuity company doesn't keep a penny. Retirement gap to me personally, and my wife Christine, been married to me for 3 decades plus, bless her heart. Chapter 2 of our life is going to be interesting. It's going to be about the kids and the grandkids. It's going to be about watching them grow up and watching their families grow up and supporting them and traveling with them, having enough money and having enough lifetime income so that everything's going to work the way we want it to work. And if we need to reverse engineer a quote for inflation, we will. We'll do the same thing. I have a lot of life insurance in place in case something happens to me, so my wife can continue to see the kids. If she wants to move out and be close by to them and see the grandkids and the dogs and the cats and all that stuff. Remember, even with Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, it's all about lifestyle. It's all about transferring risk. What you need to figure out is how much risk do you want to shoulder, that's market stuff, and how much risk do you want to transfer, which is the contractual guarantees that annuities of all types can provide. Now, what I would encourage you to do is go to my site, get my books. I don't know why people just hesitate to do that. I guess they think that there's some evil plot that some agent's going to show up at their door or whatever. No, we're going to send you the book so you can read them. You can listen to these videos over and over on the Stan the Annuity Man channel. We have playlists if you want to listen to the videos on retirement or videos on MIGAs or videos on immediate annuities or index annuities. We've done them all. I have a podcast called Fun with Annuities where we bring on celebrity guests, smart people to talk about markets and finance and retirement and research, not just annuities. We call Fun with Annuities because we just thought that was cool, and my CEO came up with it, and she's smart, and I thought it was cool. So we call it Fun with Annuities, so she gets the credit for that. But get the books, go to my site, run quotes 24/7, 365. See the best contractual guarantees on the planet, and at the end of the day, there should be no hesitation on your part to hit that book a call link at the top left-hand corner of my site and get me one-on-one for 30 minutes. What have you got to lose? Do you think I'm some Svengali that can like put you in a trance and make you buy without you wanting to buy? No. We're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna talk like I'm sitting with you drinking some sweet tea and eating some barbecue in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's what it's gonna be. I'm gonna listen to you. And listen, if you don't need an annuity, I'll tell you you don't. If I don't think it's the right time, I'll tell you that. But if I think it does fit, then I'm going to shop all carriers for the highest contractual guarantee for your specific situation. So retirement gap, retirement income gap, it's all about you and it's customizable. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next Stan the Annuity Man YouTube video.